I wonder if I can ask you a sort of sappy question. It's Christmas, why not? How do you read this passage? And I don't mean how do you interpret it, like technical stuff. I mean, if you were hired to read this as an audiobook, how would it sound when you read these verses based on, here's the sappy part, how you feel when you read it? When you slow down and think about the fact that it is saying that God has loved people like me so much that he sent his son to make the way for me to be able to call him Father. For me to enjoy a relationship with him forever. I ask, how do you or how would you read this? Because, friends, we need to come face to face with the love of God for us. Some of us need to be comforted by the love of God for us. Some of us need to be confronted by the love of God for us. Sometimes a message of God's love to unworthy sinners is offensive. It's offensive to the self-righteous who don't particularly feel in need of a benevolent deity to save them from themselves. And by the way, I'm not just talking about unbelievers here. We Christians are just as much in danger of this as an unbeliever who has never once turned to Jesus in faith and repentance. The reality is we all, regardless of whether we are a Christian or not, are quick to turn to our own self-righteousness, our own self-justification, our own self-defense, our own self-rule over and over and over again. And we need to be confronted with the reality that despite our sin and in spite of our constant and consistent failures to submit ourselves to his gracious and sovereign rule, God has set his love on us. And he has made the way for us to be adopted as his children forever.